Like they definitely had a lot of animations for like the little sprites. Like, because the one obviously we all played before this was Final Fantasy 2, the one with Cecil, or 4.
Which is my personal favorite of the pre-PlayStation Final Fantasies.
This one's definitely mine, but then that one is really close.
This is not Shadow Hearts where she's unconscious and Locke is thinking about raping her.
You know, 9 had some perversion in it, I remember at the beginning. I think that was when I started like going downhill with Final Fantasies, when they like 9, when like they're adding these like little perverted jokes more and more. It's just like, oh, this is kind of making me feel uncomfortable.
And when they started just getting not fucking good.
Okay, 9 wasn't bad, 10 wasn't bad. It's really like,
okay,
well,
even if you want to say they weren't bad, which I'm going to disagree with, but that's a matter of preference. You can't go to 2 games that are not bad coming off of Final Fantasy 6, 7, and 8.
well, you know,
Like, you set a certain bar with 6, 7, and 8.
I don't know about 8. Like, I love 8. I like 8 more than 7, which a lot of people would disagree with. But I've heard a lot of people just give shit about 8. I don't understand why.
I know, I've heard the same thing too.
I
A
like
lot of
it.
people think the Renoa story is stupid. They think Squall is a stupid hero.
Oh man, I love Squall. I like being able to see
And they think
his
that
inner
Ultimisia is a
monologue.
weird villain.
That's definitely weird, but it's still.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's Final Fantasy. It's always weird.
Oh no! I actually forgot that there was a monster in the box. There's no need for this.
I think 8 was great. It was the last great Final Fantasy.
I don't know if I'd call 13 a great one, but I liked where they're going with it. But I wasn't really pumped about the sequel. I'm still gonna try and play it, but and then I think they're doing a 3rd one now.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Lightning Returns. Like, man, and it's only you only control Lightning, no one else. It's gonna. I swear, it's probably gonna be like the Devil May Cry of Final Fantasies.
Probably. Like a hack and slash.
Yeah. I think there's like a few items I can grab in here. I don't need to talk to these punks. They got nothing to teach me.
Just take all their stuff.
Yeah, that's really what I want. I forgot this game had the sleeping bags, the single-use or single-person tents.
These must be like really, really nice villagers. You're just walking in, just stealing shit out of people's houses. Like, hey, I need your stuff.
I've always thought that, like, growing up, like, man, like, that is, like, not acceptable, you know?
No, that's not.
You just
It's
can't do
acceptable
that.
at all.
But in their defense, this isn't a house. They're actually, like, you talk to them, like, oh, yeah, hey, chick, what's in this chest? It restores X, Y, and Z. I think if you try and go in the town, they, like, you run and hide. All right, here it is. Remember I was telling you about that rabbit creature?
Rabbit on the leaf.
Yep.
Yep.
See, I never knew what that was. It looked like a head of lettuce with like some weird white deformed head on it. I could never understand what that was when I was growing up. Oh, you were the worst thief ever. You can't steal from a rabbit. It's not like it's got any pockets. Come on.
Can we play this now?
Yes. Do you have your
It's over there by the TV.
Oh, there's so much
You
stuff in the
might,
way.
You might have to get it. Because you'll have to go around the table.
Oh.
You see it right there?
Yes, I see it. I'm trying not to knock over my water.
Yeah, and you also might have to take that charging cable from the PlayStation.
Okay. I'm like in the most awkward position. But it doesn't need to be charged, does it?
I don't know. I haven't used it forever, so maybe.
Well, we'll find out. Okay, unplug it. And it starts flashing. Is that good or
It means it
bad?
needs to be charged.
Damn it. Okay, well. Hey, that works.
All right.
You knock over anything, I kill you.
I set up 2-player.
Alright, first, go ahead and I'll make a legit save this time.
Too legit to quit. Hey.
That didn't take long at all. Wow.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't take long when you're saving to the state on the PlayStation. It's when you're saving to an actual memory card that it takes forever.
I guess. I've learned my lesson about like saving often now. Like I was playing Final Fantasy VII when I graduated college. I started playing Final Fantasy VII again, and I left it on, and I hadn't saved in a while. And I was doing a bunch of leveling up, like outside Midgar, and my mom's nephew came over, my cousin, and they had kids, and I left the house, and when I come back, my PlayStation 1 is turned upside down. Like, the kid just lifted it up, turned it upside down, and put it back down on the ground. Obviously, it ruined the game. Like, it froze it up, and I couldn't play it, and I lost about, like, 5-6 hours of leveling.
That's I think, cause for infanticide.
It's so awful. So
I had one of the relative memory cards, third-party memory cards.
God, I did too.
And in it had my Silent Hill 1 file that I did everything you have to do to get the chainsaw for your next playthrough.
It's you.
And I had my Final Fantasy VII file with everyone at level 99 with every single materia mastered, every ultimate weapon, every ultimate limit break. Like, it was 100% completion of that game. And then the memory card just decided to be like, hey, fuck you, wipe.
Yeah, no, that happened a lot with me with Final Fantasy VII actually too. Because when I first got a PlayStation, to save the $5, yeah, you can use Fire on everyone if you want. Save $5, I got the knockoff. I think was it Interplay? No, that's a game company. It was something. Anyways, every time I would get to the Cosmo Canyon area of Final Fantasy VII, wipe my entire card clean.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I finally had to get a legit memory card. Oh, by the way, if you want to cast it on all of them, I think it's either it's one of the bumpers.
Oh, I tried the arrow. Yeah,
oh, just
in some games you move it to the left.
Yeah,
that might be the DS ones.
I know that's the way for like Final Fantasy 2.
I think that's the last Final Fantasy I played.
Or Final Fantasy 4, excuse me. Those scorpions are as big as us. That is.
There we go. It's L1.
Pretty scary.
Burn, motherfuckers!
You know,
like, if Final Fantasy was made by the people who make Call of Duty, like if it was produced by Infinity Ward,
that would be the worst mashup ever.
Quit calling airstrike. You're winning the game, so you call in air support.
Asperger kill streaks for this one. Limit breaks. Hey, look at that! You can heal poisons now.
Yeah, but limit breaks you get when you get hit, right? And
yeah.
So like you have to get like that's when you would call in an airstrike in a military situation, when you're getting fucked up, not when you've already beaten the opponent. So yeah, all right, we took out their base. Fucking napalm.
We're already demoralized.
Send a message.
Yeah. Let's make it even worse. Oh, hey, it's you. It's that thief. Let's let you on in. Trying to remember if there was any treasures here, but I don't think you can do anything until you get beating your leg to the,
yes.
to the beat. Beating your leg to the beat. That's what I said. All right. This young woman. Mm-hmm. Looks like he has a mullet, by the way.
It really does.
So bad.
How rude of me to turn my back to a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, asshole. It's Edward, right? Is that his name, Edward?
You'll find out.
Am I thinking of 4?
No! Hey! Good guess.
Is there an Edward? Is there a Prince Edward in 4?
Yeah. The bard.
Yeah, who's in love with Rosa, right? He leaves to go be with Rosa.
No, not Rosa.
No, he's in love with someone else,
yeah,
and she dies.
Yeah, it's Tella's daughter. Spoiler alert for anyone who's never played it.
It happens in, it's his story arc. It's why he joins you.
Someone like me knows a king. I've always wondered, where does he go? Talk to you later, I gotta go steal something. They just leave you alone in this castle? Like, you just raped a village with mechs, and they're gonna leave you alone in this kingdom.
Maybe they think you turn over and you leave.
Yeah, that was real quick. Edward, or Edgar, you big flirt.
Alright, so he wants to fuck.
Okay, good guess.
So he really wants to fuck.
That just made me think, I guess your personality would be a distant.
He's also a chauvinist.
Huh? He's hitting on you.
Tara is like that girl who always complains that no one ever hits on her. And then when she goes to the bar, she has like 7 dudes trying to buy her drinks. She's like, oh, no thanks. I'm here with friends. And then she bitches to her friends, why doesn't anyone ever hit on me?
That was actually an episode of 30 Rock. There was a part where they were in the bar and Liz Lemon was having that situation. I think I have to buy this stuff. Edward? Oh yeah, there we go. Or Edgar. Jeez, I keep messing up his name. Oh yeah, I think you have to buy the Noise Blaster from the Bioblaster, but they're pretty much pointless. Don't even. Ah! No! Okay, that's the back button. I think I would have picked up on that by now. Alright, I'm gonna try to make it quick. There's one. I'm trying to think if there's any other chests in here besides. There's one up here on the top. Here's down. And I think you're clear up here. Yep. Maybe it's a different castle. Oh yeah, it's probably Doma. This is a real test of like trying to stretch back to my childhood. Like, what secrets were in this game?
No, we ain't telling you.
Well, I want to trigger it. Yeah, like you're supposed to sleep because it triggers like the next, it advances the story. But I think there's a cool little cutscene I can get if I go talk to this woman right here. There we go. Such a nice boy. He has a mullet too. This also went way over my head. I understood the parents died, like it came apparent later, but it's like I had no idea what they were talking about. His face is thin, he's losing weight, what? I had no idea. I was a really dumb kid. I'm still a dumb adult, but I was an even dumber kid. Tears?
What's that dude's name? You get him too, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna name him right now.
Oh.
Or did he trade the throne for his freedom?
Dun dun dun! Sabin, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you remember the last time we played this game, we went to Walmart, and we saw that dude there who looked just like Sabin.
Yeah! It was dead on. Did I tell you there's a wrestler named Chris Sabin? I think it's Chris Sabin. Yeah. His name came from, he was a fan of this game. He liked Sabin so much that his wrestling name has it in there. That's great.
Do you remember
his father
in Resident Evil 4, Krauser?
Yeah.
I was at the mall with Andrew once upon a time, and there was some dude there who had like one of those little mini rock walls set up and giving people little rock climbing wall sessions. And I swear to God, it was Krauser. He was this like buff dude, right? In like military pants, like tucked into his military boots, and just a really tight black t-shirt and a red beret. He had the red. I was waiting for him to pull out a knife and start attacking somebody.
Just hold it in his mouth. I guess I was. Oh, that's right. You don't sleep here. That triggers another scene later in the game. Is it here? I thought there might have been a book to read too.
Magic. Mage Knights. Can you read the shelves that are on the bottom too, like, or when you're on the other side of them, and then look down?
Ooh, I never checked down here. Nothing. This guy got anything useful to come out of his mouth? Come here. Silly people. What is it with everyone? Their long hair. Alright. You go this way. How do I advance this again? Oh, I have to go to the throne room. I think you sleep or something, or no. Okay, you have to go talk to the nanny, and then she tells you the little sad story. So you have to do that. It's not an optional scene. Man, I am having a lot of trouble remembering things in this game. It'll all come back to me. This tune's getting in your head, huh?
See, Final Fantasy music always gets in your head.
This game especially. Oh, hey, yeah, this guy appears.
I think 6 and 7 have the most memorable music.
Fled the castle forever. Coin toss. Ooh. Oh, I wonder if we'll figure out more about that later. Oh. There you are. That's pretty nice.
Darth Vader just walks in.
Saw a GIF the other day of like Darth Vader dancing in a car. I would love to pull up to that at a stoplight. Why can't that ever happen? The closest thing I ever got was I was with David. I think we were on 620, and it's like bad traffic for some reason. We're at a complete stop, and we look to the right, and there's this car with like balloons painted all over it. And we see on the side of it, Mrs. Poppy's Clowns. Nice. Which is a weird name for even a clown business. I think that's a weird name for it. And then we look, and it's this clown, like he's like sitting as low as he can in the chair like a thug. And he's got his like arm out the window with a cigarette in it. And like we look at him, and we're just both like, what is going on? And he looks at us and like. At this point, he already knows I'm staring. I'm not going to play it off. I'm just kind of still staring at him. And he just like nods his head like, sup, and then turns his music back on.
Wow.
Oh, God. This is really weird.
Did you see that movie Fanboys? About those dudes who were trying to like break into...
Yeah, that's such a good movie. I love it so much.
The funniest part of that movie is when they're at the little drive-thru, and it's just that really quick shot of the chick who comes out to give them their food. And they're just sitting there all with stormtrooper helmets just staring at her.
I remember that. It's been a while since I've seen that. I really should watch that again. Edgar, sarcasm is not going to help right now. Like, whoa. What are you thinking?
You know how, like, they could avert so many disasters in this game if Andrew just killed Kefka and those two guards right now.
I don't know, man. He's a pretty powerful mage, as we'll find out. More girls here than grains of sand out there. Like your apartment, huh? We're alone in here.
No, man. We're rolling in the bitches. Well, what's the quote from Clerks 2? Rolling in the pussy? I bet you're just rolling in the pussy now, aren't you, Elias?
Oh, I can't. That's
Elias? Tobias? Is it?
I think it's Elias in that one. Yeah. I'd have to see it. I haven't seen that one in forever. I just watched it.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, oh, I bet you're just rolling in the pussy. Gross, Randall.
that was a really.
Clerks 2, I think, was the funniest Kevin Smith movie.
I think I did laugh more during Clerks 2, but I like Clerks 1 more.
Clerks 2 was just the funniest.
Missing a few buttons, huh? That's to say the least. She's wearing a really weird outfit. It looks like one of those, like if you're going back to like the 50s and 60s and they're showing, and like they have sci-fi movies, like those ridiculous, like almost like a Green Ranger outfit.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Like almost like the Green Ranger, right? You get the red, and then you get the weird triangle vest thing hanging off it. And then Locke just looks like a biker guy. See? Bandana, the denim jacket. Look how buff he is. Look how swole he is when he walks.
He's got like the Reaper Sand Crow tattoo on his back. That's the hidden side story of Locke that you don't know about.
Just look how he walks. It's all like muscular and buff. Just a tough guy.